and Rod's getting called out for some cookies.
Whoo, boy, I've got a lot to say there. Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to just take a seat because you have no clue what you are talking about. So I'm gonna try and break it down for you because you asked a lot of questions. And let me preface this by saying I am not friends with Into the Weeds nor 1980 Millennial. I don't like them. I don't trust them. They don't like me, and they probably don't trust me. But here's the thing. What you're saying about FOIA records and JPay is 100% incorrect. I do believe these are real emails, unlike the ones that possibly came from Dawn and Gypsy. But these emails can be verified by the fact that several of these emails have been made public by her in the past to many different people all across social media. So let's get this, let's just walk you through how this works, okay? So Gypsy Rose Blanchard is a schmurderer, despite the fact that she doesn't want you to know that, okay? And so, as such, when she was convicted and took the plea deal, she became a ward of the state. She no longer has the expectation of any type of privacy from anyone at any time. Those letters can go in and out of there and included in the FOIA documents that have been recently released. And I do have to thank you, Amber and Alora, for getting them. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who's doing what they're doing. I just don't like the people. So, there was many times that Gypsy Rose was violated for sending inappropriate emails. I know these people. I also had private conversations with all of these people, and at the time that these things were going on, and I will be releasing those private conversations because they confirm exactly what we're reading here. These are authentic emails. 100%. These are not just some random thing. So, how, might you ask, can we FOIA JPay records? I'm going to explain that to you here, okay? So, here's the thing. A Freedom of Information Act is filed when the public would like to request information about something that is public knowledge. And because Gypsy Rose was was convicted of murder, she no longer had the right to have any type of privacy. I went over that in the last segment, yes? So here's where JPay comes in. JPay is a service that the prison system, which is run by the government, the state of Missouri is the prison system that she was in, so state prison system, uses a service. They now no longer use JPay, they use Securus now. But at the time, that was a service that they were using and utilizing for their prisoners to be able to have conversations with people outside of prison. They were able to collect stamps. They were able to have money sent to them. They could have video chats. There was all kinds of things you can do with inside of that system. So all of that, however, belongs to the prison system and the government. So the state of Missouri. JPay does not own those things. And so if a Freedom of Information Act is put into the prison system or to the law enforcement or court system to get the public records of her conversations in relation to the fraud and the murder charge that she did to get, is 100% going to be part of the Freedom of Information Act. And then the government will compel JPay to cooperate. JPay themselves cannot be FOIA'd. They aren't the government. You are absolutely correct on that one, ma'am. You just didn't understand their actual thing that you were trying to talk about. But these messages, Pimp Juice and Cookie Lady, oh, you bet. Those things are 100% true. And I told y'all so. I told y'all so. Boy, wait till you get to the ones about me. And then I'm going to show you what I was being told. Oh, it's going to be a wild, wild ride, guys. So buckle up, buttercups. I told you last year it was going to be a battle. You didn't believe me. You hearing me now? Yeah. Justice for Dee Dee. Justice for Nick. Hashtag Gypsy Rose lied about it all. Hashtag Gypsy Rose lied about the whole thing. You'll see all the content creators, including myself, there. Some I like, some I don't, but we're all screaming the same thing because we're looking at the documents that no one ever saw before. And I happen to have all the other stuff that they gave me. And I didn't look the other way, like Melissa Moore, Aaron Lee Carr, HBO. Yeah. That's an interesting story, too. And like I always say, there's a story there. So have a good one from the Good Wives, serving up true crime, one dish at a time. Bye, guys. Mwah.